Good afternoon, you lovely lot. Good morning, welcome, whatever the time is, wherever you are across the globe. It's lovely to have your company on what is lunchtime, or just after lunchtime here in the UK. We're just straight after 2 p.m. I hope you're well. I hope you managed to catch Wake Up Call this morning. Did you manage to see that we've got an incredible week going on this week when it comes to Club Inspire? Club Inspire, it is completely free to join, but do you know what? You get so many incredible benefits. We do little events throughout the year that really does make it worthwhile being in Club Inspire. Now, usually when it comes to Club Inspire, your very first order after joining, you get 20% off that order. However, this week, if you join Club Inspire, you're going to get 25% off your first order, which is great. Now, you're going to be thinking, well, that's great, Craig. It's all very well. That's lovely. Let's welcome the new Club Inspire members. But what about myself? I've been Club Inspire for a week, a month, couple of years, longer. Well, we're not leaving you out, of course. We could be, maybe you've been Club Inspire for 9, 10, 11 years maybe, as long as it's been going on, but we're not leaving you out. You are still going to get your benefit as well. So whatever the discount you would usually get, depending on the tier that you're on, you're also going to get an additional 5% as well. Therefore, when it comes to being bronze member, you're then this week going to get 10% off all your orders. If you're a silver member this whole week, you're going to get 15% off all your orders. If you are a gold member, you're going to get 20% off all your orders. But then if you are platinum, you're going to get 25% off all your orders as well. Key thing to point out as well is once you go onto our website, .co.uk.com or .eu, and you log into your Club Inspire account, all of the products with the prices will then have the price that you will pay with your 5% off as well. It's already there done for you, so you don't have to try and work something out. You don't have to wait for it to go to checkout. That product will have the actual price that you will then pay with your Club Inspire on top of that. Now, not only that, that does also mean that we are going to be giving you double points on everything. So everything across on the website. So whether you're going to go for 1 pack of foam pads or whether you're going to go for the G2, which is back in stock, you're going to get your double points on that. Not only that, if you spend over £10, $10 or €10, you're going to get a free gift. Now, this gift, it's not a die or a stamp, you know, which is always good, but what it is, it's a brand new Crafter's Companion. This is our Club Inspire 2023 badge. That pin badge is going to be coming to you, all the way to you, into your parcel. You don't need to do anything other than make sure your order is over £10, $10 or €10, which I'm sure you're definitely going to be doing, that is for sure, then that's going to be coming your way as well. So lots of incentives this week when it comes to Club Inspire. You can join really, really easily across on our website. Just go there. You are going to be seeing the Club Inspire event on the front of the website, but then of course you can then just log in as normal as well. So keeping that in mind for this week, joining Club Inspire, your very first order means you're going to get 25% off, not the usual 20%, 25%, but that's your first order, and that is this week, all week. So keep that one in mind as well. Now, what I will say as well, when it comes to the website, we have got a really cracking 2 hours lined up when it comes to Sara's Signature Masterclass. What I would always recommend, and what I will recommend, is go into Shop the Day as well. You will find lots of individual Sara Signature items at last chance. Now, there's not enough for them to go into bundles, so therefore they're all there individually and separate that you can then just stock in. You can also see what Jamie's just done there has gone in for that £10 Tuesday. So it means that today being Tuesday, we have got a selection of items that you can get for £10, $10 or €10. However, if you are platinum, that then means that you're going to get each of these items here at a platinum price with 25% off for £7.50 or $7.50 or €7.50. That is if you are platinum level of Club Inspire this week. We've got our totally Tiffany rotating design board there. If you're platinum, £7.50. Wow. Nancy tote bag, if you're platinum, £7.50. Again, pounds, dollars or euros. Some items have already sold out. Do check it out, however, as soon as you can, because there's those items there. There is some dies, there's some stamps there, there's cardstock there as well for you to stock up on. That is all there. crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. That's where you need to go as well. Just to say, we do still have some of an essential bundle of yesterday's epic 12 Days of Christmas launch. We're going to show you that later on in the show as well. So that's there. But if you're thinking about a die cut machine, Gemini 2 back in stock. If it's your first order after joining Club Inspire, you're going to get 25% off a G2. Or of course, if you're platinum already, you will then get 25% off and your double points as well. So that's all kind of like the housekeeping bits. What we can now do is we can then spend the rest of this couple of hours, not just with me. I'm here giving you the details, but what you want to know, what you want to see is the demonstrations and how you do them. We had an epic wake-up call you guys absolutely loved. Comments, the viewers go crazy when you're in the building, Jan. We don't see you a lot because, as you say, you are part-time, you enjoy part-time spending it with the family, but you treasure the time here when you're here.
I do, yes, and I love, I love what I do. As we've said this many times, we're in a very fortunate position to be able to craft for a living. It was one of those things when I was younger that I sort of dreamed of, never imagined that I would get this opportunity to see. So yeah, I don't see it as work anymore. I come and get to do what I enjoy doing. So the fact that we can share that with you guys is just the icing on the cake. So yes, we have got Sara Signature Masterclass. So normally with a masterclass, I like to show a degree of advancement. So I normally start off with something fairly basic and work my way through and then finish off with something a bit more advanced to try and cover all the viewers. Slightly different today because we've got 6 different signature collections on. So it was a case of choosing something from as many of those. Now I've got 5. I didn't manage all 6. Whether we can fit, I'm going to try and fit all 5 in the show. So we're going to sort of look at bits from each collection, and I've just done it that way today for our masterclass. So just to give you a little bit of inspiration and show you which ones, if you've just joined us and you didn't see the show this morning, just to give you an idea of what we've got coming up. So number 1, I've got OCD says I have to do these in alphabetical order. I actually sorted them into, I could see myself doing it, putting them into alphabetical order. So up front, at the beginning of the alphabet, we've got Bohemian. So probably the most recently launched collection, and we did a demo with this morning, and again just showing you the kind of thing. It's absolutely beautiful. It's sold really well at the launch. We've got a slightly reduced bundle now. We don't have the paper pads left, of course. They always seem to be the first thing to sell, but just including all this sort of beautiful die cut work, the feathers, the lady in here. We've got that little metal charm with the dream catcher, one of my favorite styles of card with that center. And then just inside here, we've actually got a little bit of glitter paste through. There's a stencil, well, there's a couple of stencils in the collection as well. So just glittering onto that acetate. Nice little addition there in the background. So that one's Bohemian. Next up on the alphabet was C. So we come to Country Lane. And again, I love the paper pad. I use the paper pad a lot from this collection, but I must admit, I tend to go past the dies in here, and yet just re-looking at it and revisiting it for today's show, there's some beautiful, beautiful dies. This one, for example, one of my favourite books as a child was The Secret Garden.
Oh, nice.
And I just think the door here, to go in, what's behind the door? Where would you be going if you went through a little door like this? I just think it's really, really nice. So that's Country Lane. We've then got another favourite, was Dancing Dragonflies. This one sold really, really well. Again, we've got that beautiful die cut with the weeping willow there in the background. A little bit of stenciling work on the back with the inks, and then you've got those little dragonfly accents. Absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to be demoing all these so far. Next up in the alphabet was E. We come to Enchanted Dreams, and again, this was really, really pretty. Any of you that got hold of this one?
Gorgeous collection.
So delicate. The colour palette on this, really pastel, but again, you make it what it is. And because we don't have a lot of the paper pads available, then it's mixing and matching with what you've got. And I always manage to find a different collection that will mix and match with something that I don't have. But again, the unicorn was really popular in this one. Lovely ink background on there, all using elements from that collection. The only one that I haven't got a demo for, and again it was a beautiful collection, was the garden party. Again, some gorgeous dies and things, and that lovely rosette die was in there, allowing you to make those, you know, sort of embellishments, whether it be on a card, whether it be on a gift, on a gift bag, anything like that. So that one's garden party. And then just finishing off, we have got that Once Upon a Time collection. So again, that beautiful, this die is absolutely gorgeous. The way that that's been designed, you can put vellum behind it, you can put glitter behind it to make that most exquisite sort of princess fairy tale dress. But again, just I love the DL. I'm quite into my DL size cards.
I've been doing a few lately, yeah.
Yeah, I tended to go very sort of square, always had square cards of different sizes, but I must admit I am enjoying that DL size at the minute. So yeah, that's what we've got coming up. We're going to work our way through, not necessarily in that order. Our Johnny's not as alphabetically challenged as I am. So yeah, we're going to go for whatever he decides to pick. Okay.
That's brilliant. Thank you for showing us that, Jan. We do have Rachel on the social again for this show. Lynn Harvey is in saying hello, Craig, Jan, CCTV team, the wonderful social media superstar and everyone. Still got Tracy and Liv. Liv's out here today as well, giving her mum a helping hand, giving us a helping hand. We've got Johnny producing, and we've also got Jamie as well. He's directing with this show too. He's in all day as well. Diane is in saying hi, everyone. Sarah Brown is saying hello, Craig. Hello, Jan, all the CCTV gang, sending hugs from Melbourne, Australia. It's now 11 p.m. Well, I hope you're managing to still be able to catch the rest of this show. If you can't, which would understand that time of night, if you can't, don't remember, you can always come back and watch Jan again on our YouTube channel afterwards. We've got Lois is saying good morning, everyone. Carolyn Wilson is saying hello all from Florida. We've got Stephanie Theodos is saying hello, everyone from Farmdale, New Jersey. And we've got Zoe Carver, afternoon, everyone, on the sofa watching you while cutting out flower, forming leaves and petals with my MIDI. That's what I love about the MIDI.
Perfect.
Perfect, isn't it? Oh, what a bliss afternoon. Do you know what? If I wasn't on this side or I wasn't on that side, I would want to be at home watching as well. Just doing
I know, I'm always really
forming.
envious when you put your photos on and you sat outside in your lovely garden area and you might be colouring or something. I just think, oh yeah, why don't I think of that? I'm always busy sweating away in the conservatory there. It's like, get outside.
I always do get a lot of stick from the guys in the office, our studio side as well. I'll come in for a day and they'll be like, oh, check you out there working yesterday from home out in the garden in the sunshine colouring.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it?
Well, colour, it's still prep, isn't it?
It
doesn't
sure
matter
is,
whether I do
why not be outside in the fresh air?
Exactly,
Perfect.
exactly. Although they're happy now, because I kind of think the days of the summer and the sunshine is long gone here in the UK, that I'm not going to be doing that. Definitely not going to be crafting outside in the rain or the snow, that is for sure. And Laurie, and I know so many people have said this and will continue to say this, is Jan, your cards are brilliant as always.
Thank you, guys.
Which is part of the reason, if you want to then, of course, get in contact social, if there's anything you want to check, anything you want to ask when it comes to having Jan here, please do so on Facebook or, of course, on YouTube. If you do ever watch myself on this side, certainly myself and Jan together, you know I'm a little bit different in the fact of, like you, I love to then just soak up that knowledge from Jan. So when Jan's doing her demonstrations, I tend to go a little bit quiet so you can follow, you can understand. But in saying that, if you've still got questions, anything you want to ask, I know Jan's always like, shout away.
Absolutely. That's part of the job. I see that as part of the job. We're in a very privileged position here that we can interact with our audience instantly.
Definitely.
And I know just last week we had a question about embossing dies, and forgive me, I can't remember the lady's name, but she sent the message in, and we actually did it here and now. Not, oh, I'll get back to you in a few days or next week. We actually did it on the show. We worked it out, and I actually put it through the machine and explained how to do it. And that's the bit that I think makes it so special at our Crafters TV family, because you ask and we can deliver. And if we don't know the answer, there's a lot of people next door in the office that probably do.
Absolutely.
And Leanne's probably at the top of that list, because there's not much she doesn't know. So if we're not sure, just nip next door and ask them next door, and they help us out. So yeah, it is a complete family, isn't it?
It really, really is. It really, really is, bouncing off of each other as well. But let's do that. Let's have a look at our very first one. So it's going to be the Enchanted Dreams we're going to be having a look at first. As Jan said, that really beautiful collection if you choose to go with the pastel tones that work really well. But within collections like these, you use the colour that you choose to use and it can look completely different. Now this is a 7-piece selection. Now what I would say as well throughout Masterclass, when we touch upon the collections, when you look at it and it says something like 7-piece, 17-piece, you know, you get a lot more. It's just individual pieces. It's the packs that you're getting. Some of these packs are jam-packed full. For instance, this one, it's a 17-piece. You're going to get glitters, chunky glitters. You're going to get flakes. You're going to get the kits. You're going to get stamps. You're going to get dies. You're going to get it all for £35 or $45.
That's just crazy. It gets better.
It's already a 70% saving. You're saving $91.84 or $115, £20. Now, usually I would be saying your platinum price is £28 or $36. Today, if you are gold at Club Inspire, that is your price. If you are platinum, you're going to be paying $26.25 or $33.75 for what I'm away to show you. You're going to get your double points on top of that as well. It's not just the stamp or the dies. You're getting your massive pot of chunky glitter. You're getting your chunky glitter. You're getting your 400 stamens. Now, if it's anything like me, you'll know with my stamens, I fold in on themselves. So technically, it's giving me the equivalent of 800 when you think of it in that way, if you choose to use them that way. But you've got 400 of these. You could colour them. One of my absolute favourites, you're getting your gilding flakes, you're getting your liquid glue, and you're getting the Scoury sponge. Now, these are your consumable items. So yes, over a short period of time, long period of time, how much you use it, they will start to disappear. But then you're getting all of your non-consumable items. You're getting your 5x7 3D embossing folder. You're then going to be getting your Bewitching Blooms, initially designed for flower forming. You will know by now your flower forming dies will work with your card and paper. They're the same dies, it's just the way that the collection was designed, and vice versa. You're also then going to be getting these 3 beautiful butterflies, completely different butterflies, fantasy butterflies here that I've certainly never seen before. You're getting them included. Mystical frames. Look at that size. Look at the quantity you're getting. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 5 dies, if I'm right in saying 5 dies within that one set there. You've got your decorative frame, your mats and layers as well. That is just 5 elements within that one die. Remember, guys, £35 or $45 just as the today's price. That's before you've taken any of your Club Inspire off on top of that.
That one just screams out to me, Craig. You know, looking at it there, all layered together using all the pieces. Can you imagine making like, you know, where you make the boxes that look like a book?
Oh, yeah.
And making it into an old-fashioned sort of, I don't know, a spell book or an old tome or something like, with all those on the front, maybe with some gilding wax. Just screams out to me, that die. It always has, and every time I see it, I can just picture it, maybe gilded on the front of like a book box or something like that to keep things in. I have all these ideas, I just don't have time to actually execute them all.
Now you've said that as well. Remember Bookie from, my favourite Halloween film. Oh my God, my favourite, I can't remember. Bette Midler. They've just done the second one.
The Witches.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus, yeah.
Yeah, do you imagine that with your blacks and your browns and the gilding flakes and the waxes? You can do that. So although you're going Enchanted Dreams with the collection title, going throughout the year, wherever you want, that's in there as well. So we're giving you spell binder borders. Now these are huge. You're getting these ones as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies in total there. Then you're going to be getting your magical sentiment stamps as well. So you're going to get that full sheet. You've got some of these kind of embellishment stamps there. Great for if you're wanting to do your mixed media style when it comes to stamping, that rustic feel, but you've got sentiments included within that one there. You're then getting the decorative unicorn. Now, not only are you getting that stamp, you're getting that outline die as well. So you can stamp and then cut, or of course you can use the stamp on its own if you want to as well. You've got that option. Don't forget as well, I've shown you in the past, if you sometimes think, well, where can I use just the die on its own? Use the outer die with your foil press on its own, so you've got a beautiful foiled outline, and then stamp into the middle. So that's a nice way of using the stamp and the die together as well.
Gives a really delicate effect, doesn't it? Especially if you stamp and emboss your stamped image.
Yeah.
You then start thinking of like wedding stationery and stuff like that. It makes it really delicate, doesn't it? Yeah.
Very
so
delicate.
maybe a silver foiled outline and then stamped and embossed with silver embossing powder. Really nice combination. I like that idea.
And it just goes to show you know, when I say just stamping and die cutting, you know, I don't say that lightly because you get so many incredible effects, but then taking it that little bit bit further, should you choose to. Do the same as well when it comes to your Enchanted Fairy. Now, when it comes to the Enchanted Fairy, what a beautiful silhouette die cut that would give you within your black or your navy or your grey, but then team them both together. Same with the up and away. Why not bring in your hydrangea collection or any of your floral collections? These cloud dies, these are great for new baby cards. I set mine aside and I just use them for new baby cards. Then we're going to be going into decorative scripts. So you've got your stencil, you can then ink, spritz, your glitter paste. I've got our Christmas glitter paste craft along on Thursday. So you can then start to take what I show you there, but then use it in conjunction with these stencils. I mean, look at that one there. Isn't that so, so beautiful? It's your damask, that one being your mystical damask. That's included as well. Not only that, you're getting your whimsical textures. Everything that I've just showed you there, and that one set there is giving you a handful of stamps there, £35 or $45. Now, if you are gold member of Club Inspire, you're going to be £28 or $36. However, if you are platinum, you're going to be £26.25 or $33.75 for that full collection. 17 piece as in packs, but you've got so many other elements on top of that as well combined. On that today's price, I just want to reiterate that today's price, you are saving, you know, about £9 just under £100. And then for the US, you're saving $115.20. It's exceptional. You're going to get the double points. It's over £10. You're going to get the badge in your order. But I know what everyone else is wanting to see. You want to see what we can do with this one, Jan. So it's over to you.
So again, you know, a massive, massive collection of things. You can dip into that in any shape or form. I'm going to start off reasonably simple, and I have made this style before. It's such a quick and easy little gift bag, just made from a piece of pattern paper.
Okay.
So this is where we're heading. We're going to use that beautiful up and away. I love how this has been designed. The little hot air balloon, but all the front of it here is done with the little hydrangea flowers. And again, this is great if you want to spend, if you like fussy cutting, which I know you do, Craig.
I do, yeah.
And I love it. I find it very relaxing. You can actually layer this up and start making it sort of 3D with decoupage. Now, I've kept it fairly flat today. Use one of those little butterflies and then a sentiment from the sentiment pack. So this is all done from a piece of pattern paper, and it can be any paper, any that you like, whether you want to use the pattern side, whether you want to use the plainer side. And this measures 12 inches, so it's taken from a 12 by 12 paper pad, 12 inches by 8 inches. And then I'm just going to bring my scoreboard into play. And I'm going to just swap it out for the one that I've already prepped, but I'm going to show you where to pop your score lines. So on that short side, all right, so on the 8-inch side here, you literally want 2 full-length score lines, one at 2.5 inches and one at 5.5 inches, okay, all the way down from top to bottom. And then turn it onto the long side. So you're going to turn it this way now, pop it again into your scoreboard, and you're actually going to score at 5 1/4 top to bottom, and again at 6 3/4 top to bottom. So 4 score lines, as simple as that. And then you can see here where I've actually just cut away all 4. You'll get a square in each corner. Cut away the corners, and then you want to release the card down that score line until you reach the one that bisects it.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Same at the top, you're going to come down this score line when you cut this one away and stop when you get to that horizontal score line here. So you've actually created that narrow piece across the middle here, and then you've got the two pieces that are going to become glue tabs. Really is as simple as that. And you can do this with any of the papers. You can make them out of cardstock as well. You just have to be careful to make sure you've got that scoring, that folding and the burnishing. Again, just to teach that card or paper what you actually want it to do and to remain in that sort of shape. So again, I'm just going to take my own advice and give those a little burnish. You've only got those 4 areas. And this part here, the little rectangle in the middle here, is going to become the base. So it's like here. Yep. And then the long pieces one side, long pieces the other side. These are going to come together, and I've just punched a little hole in there. You can just see there, ready to pop some ribbon through. And then the pieces that we created, the glue tabs, are just going to come inside, overlap, and then this one folds up. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it onto the right side, so whichever side you want to be the front, you know, whether you're going to use the busy pattern side or whether you want the plainer side, you want it that way up.
Okay.
I'm actually going to take a little bit of decisions, wet glue or tape pen. The tape pen will dry quicker, won't it? You can use either. So again, where we've got those tabs, if I do it this way, you can see where I'm going to go. Onto the tabs that we created, just going to pop your choice of glue. So whether it be your finger lift tape, whether you like to use the tape pens, whether you want to use wet glue, whatever you prefer, okay? And then I'm going to do the same on this side. All right, so I'm going to try not to stick those down now. Turn it over so that you can see where I've been now. So again, on this side. So just the 4 tabs, those loose pieces that you've created. Try not to stick yourself to it, Jan. And you want glue on there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is pretty much like you're making a box. We're going to take one of those glue tabs and stick it behind that long piece. So again, just bring that edge up until you get a really nice corner on here. And you'll notice that that tab is just the same width as that long rectangle. Then this one is going to wrap and it's going to stick inside the first one.
Right.
So they overlap completely, which gives that bag some nice strength now. So this bit's stuck down and you've got that sort of one side behind it, and then turn it round and do it exactly the same. So first one, line up that edge and get a nice neat finish on there, and then pop this one inside and stick this one over the top of the first one. And then when that's all done, I usually use my longer bone folder to just, whenever you've stuck something down, particularly with the tape pens or with the red line tape, it's worth just giving it a burnish. Just get the air bubbles out of the tape and make sure that it's all connected. And then you can see where I've punched the holes, that it literally is as simple as that. So then I've got a little piece of ribbon just to thread through the gaps. You can put eyelets on here if you've got any of those in your stash, just to add another little layer of interest. But just pop your ribbon through, give that a tie there on the top, and then we're just going to decorate the front. Now there's lots of elements in that set that you could use to decorate. You know, just that one set, let alone looking at the others that we've got on and even mixing and matching. You know, just because something comes from one set doesn't mean that you can't mix and match it with others. So again, just give that a little, there we go. Tighten up there. There we go. And then decide which you want to be the front. There's not really much to choose between those. And I've got my stamped image there. And I've just used my metallic pen just lightly in the centre of all the little flowers there. You could add gems in there, the little Aurora Borealis tiny gems look lovely in the centres of there. I've stamped out a sentiment which has come from the Magical Sentiment. It's got some lovely sentiments on there. I've just gone for this one, may all your wishes come true. And then from those set of butterflies and dragonflies there, Just really, really pretty little scrolly butterfly. And again, I've used that metallic pen on the body there. So we're just going to pop these on. I'm going to pop a couple of foam pads behind that one, and then I'm going to keep the other elements flat, I think. So again, we'll pop, whoops.
What I like about this little gift bag here is usually we'll say when it comes to gift bags or boxes, use more of a heavier card or that, whereas because of you folding in those sides, because they layer on top of each other, it strengthens it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's a nice way to use your pattern papers other than fold backs or mats and layers.
Yeah. So again, just take those off, and I'm just going to add that one with a little bit of dimension because we can. Something like this is probably going to be hand delivered. So again, it doesn't matter that there's a little bit of dimension in there. Again, I will put one of the pads, we'll just cut a little bit down to go on the back of that one.
If you want foam pads, you'll find them on the £10 Tuesday.
Fabulous. See, things like that, I think it's always worth stocking up on, isn't it? I always go back to the jar of coffee in the supermarket, Craig, because when those are on offer, yeah, it doesn't matter whether my jar at home's full or not. There's always another couple go in the barra because it's on offer, and it keeps, doesn't it?
It does, and I'm exactly the same, but I do that with Heinz tomato ketchup.
There you go, you see. Yep, each to our your own. It's my coffee in my case. It's like, it's expensive coffee. So when it's on offer, doesn't matter whether we actually need it or not. It goes in the basket and in the cupboard, and it's there for when I need it then. And then just that little accent with the butterfly there. Jamie's saying he's a tea person.
He is a tea person.
What kind of tea do you like, Jamie? Any, or is it just a specific Assam tea?
Ooh.
That's a bit fancy, isn't it? I expected him saying like Yorkshire tea or something like, or other brands. But yeah, Assam. I do like green tea. I drink green tea.
Do you?
And I like flavoured green tea. I like lemon green tea.
Nice.
Very nice.
Do you like peppermint?
Not as keen on the peppermint, and I'm not too keen on chamomile either, but I do like the fruit teas.
How cute is that?
So you can see there, we've got two little matching ones. Slightly different positioning there, but they are so quick and easy. And if you're batch making, if you wanted to do these as like little party favours or wedding favours, you can go as far as I did with the piece of card, score it, cut it ready, maybe pop some tape on the glue panels and keep them all flat ready until you're ready to actually put them together and make like a little army of gift bags. Yep.
Brilliant.
There we
Absolutely
go.
love that. Really, really lovely. What a great demonstration for our very first demo of Masterclass being Sara's signature. This is all from the Enchanted Dreams, 17-piece selection. However, you're going to get an abundance more of that. That's just the packs that you're getting. The price you're paying today is ridiculous. Absolutely crazy, although it's a win-win for you guys at home, and it is going to consist of all of this. You're going to get your chunky glitter, you're going to be getting your gold gild and flake kit, your 400 stamens, you're going to then be getting your whimsical woodland 3D embossing folder that's 2x6, you're going to be getting your 2x6, your 5x7, where 2x6 came from, I don't know. Bewitching Bloom, your flower dies. You're getting Fluttering Fantasy. You're then going to be getting your mystical frames. You're also then going to be getting your spellbinding borders. This is one collection I always have to be careful with. Magical sentiments. You're then also going to be getting your decorative unicorn. Not only that, you're going to be getting your enchanted fairy. You're going to be getting your up, up and away. You're going to be getting your decorative script. You're going to be getting your mystical damask. And you're going to be getting your whimsical texture stamps. Can you believe you're getting all of that for £35 or $45? You're saving $91.84 or $115.20. Now, I'd usually be saying if you are platinum, not in this case. If you are a gold member of Club Inspire, you're going to be £28 or $36. If you are platinum, you're going to be £26.25 or $33.75 because we are in our Club Inspire week. So if you join Club Inspire, your very first order, you're going to get 25% off that first order. If you're already in Club Inspire, you're then going to get an additional 5% as to what you would already get. So if you're a bronze member, this whole week, you're going to get 10% off your orders. If you're a silver member, you're going to get 15% off your orders. If you're a gold member, you're going to get 20% off your orders. And then if you're a platinum for this week, you're going to get 25% off all your orders. You're going to get double points off everything as well. Not only that, if you spend over £10, $10, €10, you're going to get a free gift as well, which is our brand new Club Inspire 2023 pin badge as well. That'll be popped into your order. You don't need to do anything other than making sure your basket order is over £10 or euros. One of the ways that you're going to be able to do that, not only with the Enchanted Dreams or Sara Signature, is with it being Tuesday, we've got our £10, $10, €10 Tuesday. Now, I say 10. If you are platinum, you're going to get all of these items for £7.50, $7.50, €7.50. All of them are individual across on our website. That's the price if you are platinum. However, if you are not in Club Inspire at the moment, then you're still going to be able to get your hands on these for a tenner. Now, this one here is £10, $10, €10. So this one here, so just to say, the ones that I'm showing you, these are just extras, so the details won't come up on your screen, but they are on the website. Go on to .co.uk.com.eu. You will see that icon for £10 Tuesday. Of course, for you guys stateside, it'll say $10. For you guys Europe, you're going to be €10. This is in here. This is your 12 by 12, 180 GSM matte cardstock. Pink, reds, yellows, greens, blues. You've then got your lilacs, your blacks, your whites as well. 50 sheets of 12 by 12, £10, or euro. Incredible. If you are platinum, you're going to get that for £7.50. £7.50. Multi-buy. Multi-buy on that one. Do that. Once they've gone, they have gone. These are going to stay in stock up until midnight tonight unless you buy them all. So this £10 Tuesday, this will still go till the end of today unless, of course, stock dependent. So if you buy them all, they're going to sell out. They are gone. Keep that in mind. So that's your 12 by 12 matte. Now, another paper pad that we've got is Summer Sunset. This is really, really busy. This has given us a shimmer pearlescent feel to this pattern paper. 12 by 12, 200 GSM, 30 sheets within this one here, and that one is £10. $10, €10 within that 10 Tuesday. Absolutely exceptional at that price there. If you are platinum, that's then going to come to you for £7.50. Now, there is so much more across there for you to check out. There is a full pack of small foam pads. They say small foam pads. You've got your circles, you've got your strips in there for a tenner. You've got other paper pads there. You've got Tiffany rotating design board, platinum price, £7.50. Nancy tote bag, platinum price, £7.50. Check it out. Some items have already sold out, so get in there quick. But have a look. Shop the day for all the items throughout today with the masterclass and then launch party. But as I say, do check out, of course, that £10 Tuesday. That's there. You'll see it as soon as you go onto the website, .co.uk.com.eu. That's where you're going to find it. A lot of love for what just Jan done there just a moment ago. Christine Mahoney is saying, really nice project, Jan. I see myself making many of these. Thank you. And we've also got Christine saying, really looking forward to Thursday. Christine's going to be on the craft along with myself. Rhonda Crowley Creations on YouTube saying, Jan, I would think that bag was a gift. You would do. You would think it was a gift in itself.
I just think it sort of takes your gift to that next level, I think, because whatever you popped in there, the recipient is hopefully going to enjoy. But the fact that you've gone to the trouble of making the little bag to put it in as well, I just think it enhances your gift.
Yes. Yeah, really does. I think so anyway. Before we have a look at this next one, can I just ask this question? Because Suzanne asked it towards the end of Wake Up Call, but I didn't see it until just as we were finishing the show. And it kind of goes on with what you were doing with the re-inkers last week. So she's saying, Craig, sorry to ask again, don't ever apologise. If we don't answer the question, it's usually because either we've just run out of time and we've not seen your question, something along those lines. So never apologise about asking again. But I was wondering, if we can spray some kind of varnish on tiles that we have used the alcohol inks on. Again, I hope that makes sense, and thank you.
Now then, my mind automatically went to our spray and shine, which is a varnish in an aerosol. But I haven't tried it. I don't know what kind of base is on there and whether it would interfere with the alcohol inks.
Okay.
So whereas my mind automatically jumped to that as a means of sealing something, I use it on paper and things like that if I've done home decor projects. Use it to create a protective seal, the same properties as a layer of glass over your paper glass. The product is specified. What I would need to find out, and I'm not 100% sure, they're laughing at are you laughing at my speed reading there? No, yeah. Is whether it would, whether it's got any properties in here that would actually activate the alcohol ink. So it may be if you have this product and you have the ink, the re-inkers, maybe try it on a piece of scrap and see if there is any kind of solvent in here, which is the bit I'm not sure about. It may activate those alcohol inks. So other than that, you want something that isn't going to run interference with it. Otherwise, the inks will start moving about and it won't retain what you've already done.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm not aware of. I mean, I know you can buy varnishes out there, you know, in the high street. But this is one that I have. As I say, I use this on a lot of my home decor projects. If I'm going to hang something on a wall and it's paper-based, I usually give them a quick coating of this. It's also really nice if you like making one of my, again, I don't have much time for it, but one of my big hobbies is jigsaw puzzles. I love doing jigsaw puzzles. I've got a massive collection.
Know that. Didn't know that.
Massive, huge collection. There's a whole cupboard in one of the bedrooms designated to them. Collect particular types of jigsaws. And I know you can actually use a fixative to stick those if you want to display them as a picture. This is nice just to put a light sheen over the top. You get like a really soft satin sheen. It's not really high gloss. It does say it had a layer of high gloss, but in my opinion, it is more of a satin layer over it. Yeah, but as I say, the only bit I'm not sure about is the reaction with the alcohol inks.
But
I'd need to investigate that further, yeah.
Brilliant, thank you so much. There we go. Hopefully that has helped. But as I said, Suzanne, never apologise about asking the question again. Right, we're going to have another look at a Sara Signature Collection. This is Dancing Dragonflies. So this is a lovely 5-piece. Now, when it comes to this one here, you're £18 or $23. When I show you the first item and the cost of that one on its own, you'll be like, holy smokes, that's crazy. So what I'm going to show you in a moment, £18 or $23. If you're gold, you're going to be £14.40. or $18.40. But if you are platinum, you're going to be £13.50 or $17.25 for what I'm about to show you. This, on its own, is worth £14.99 or $19.99. On its own, that is the cost. 24 sheets. This is your Resist Effect card bundle. So this is where you've got beautiful designs that are essentially like they've been either heat embossed or foiled. It's always a lot harder to see, but then you've got that feel to it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to come over the top with your water reactive inks, maybe your washes from your aqua pens or your sparkles, and that's going to resist all of that beautiful design. There we go. We can just see, check you out, Jamie. Oh, look at that one. Who needs George and Charlotte when we've got Jamie in the gallery? Look at that one there. So you've got different designs here. We can just see lots of different designs. A lot harder to see, but you can see kind of that will effect all the way down the background. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Spot on, Jamie. So you've got all these different designs, 6 different designs in total. But as I say, that on its own would be worth $14.99 or $19.99. You're going to get everything at the Today today's price of £18 or $23. You're going to get your metal charms. You're getting your Dragonflies metal charms. You're getting the 10 of them, 5 designs, 2 different colours. What you've also got is a little hook on there as well. If you want to put them onto jewellery or that, you can absolutely do that, or just feed them through. That's coming to you. That's around about a £5 on its own. You're then going to be getting your seam binding ribbon. So you're going to be getting your 6 colours here. So you've got some of your deeper ones. You're also then going to be get some of those mint tones and mustard. This would work so well as well with your 12 Days of Christmas, the colour tones that you've got. We do have an essential set left over from the 12 Days of Christmas on the website, but that would team really well if you wanted to. Not only that, what you're also then going to be getting is this stencil and die set. Die cut it, overlay with the stencil, add that additional ink detail if you want to, or then use them separate. Use the stencil on its own, use the die on its own, creates the card, but you can absolutely use them separate. But they are working in team together perfectly. Additional embellishment dies there for you to then decorate over the top, but that's a fun one to get included too. That's in there. Not only that, this one off the top of my head is also round about $14.99 or $19.99 on its own. This is your Dragonfly. This is your water lily frame. That's in there included as well. That big frame die, you're getting the Dragonflies, the 2 different size Dragonflies. That's included. Not only that, you're then going to be getting your dainty Dragonflies too. So you're getting your actual detail die. You're then getting a matte and Laird die to go with it. Great one to use as that silhouette effect if you want to, but that all is included. The Dragonflies, the frame with the Dragonflies, which incidentally that one has debossed designs as well. You're also then getting your create a card die with the stencil, you're getting the seam binding ribbon, you're getting your 10 metal charms, and you're getting your 24 sheet of your 8x8 resist pad, which on its own it's worth $14.99 or $19.99. You're getting it all at that today's price of £18 or $23. You're saving over 70%. If you are a gold member of Club Inspire, you're going to be $14.40 or $18.40. Of course, if you are platinum, you're then going to get that additional 5% off. You're going to be $13.50 or $17.25 for all of that. Not only that, you're going to get your double points. Not only that, you're over that £10, $10, €10, so you're going to get your pin badge as well, completely free. Really lovely selection there within that little bundle. So even when it comes to Enchanted Dreams, even if maybe round about that £35 mark was still just a little bit out your budget for the moment, but you wanted something and you wanted a full collection as such, what a lovely one to get with all of these extras. That price as well is exceptional with the double points being in Club Inspire. It's a really beautiful collection, Jan. You showed some finished samples at the start, and I know you're going to have a look at it too.
Yeah, we're going to do a demo, and again, I've just chosen some of the elements, but I think with collections like this, like you said, if you're just cherry picking certain pieces of it, you know, it's like things like the Dragonflies, excellent embellishments. When you've finished a project, you think it just wants that little bit of something. The butterflies and the Dragonflies just fit that description, you know, so just something like that on its own, there's a use for, apart from putting it with the whole collection. So I've actually used some of the luxury foil card pad, and we've actually taken a little piece of this. If I see just here, this one's actually covered in little butterflies and dragonflies. There's lots of different designs in there. Look at that, he's on it today, aren't you? Can you just see the detail there? Now what I've done, I'm going to show you, if you stay there just for a second, Jamie, I've actually added some inks. These will take your inks. And if you see now, you can certainly see those background pieces and the resist effect that it creates. So this has just had a little bit of pink tulip and pale fig inked on a whole piece, and then I've cut out it. This is actually technically the waist bit,
okay,
but I'm going to use this and use this in the design. So that come from the paper pad.
Just while you're saying that, Jan,
yeah,
Hannah's asking, the resist pad, can we use the new shimmer sprays on them?
I don't see why not. It has got a slight, it is slightly, if you have a look at the pad, you can see it's got a slight pearlescent feature to it, but I would think it's absorbent enough as long as you give it time to dry.
Okay.
And then obviously where the foiled part is, you might find that the inks will stain the foiling.
Got you.
But it might be, if you let it dry and then just go over it with just a damp cloth, it may, again, sort of bring up the foiling on it. So again, it's not something I've tried. I'd just be tempted to cut a little sliver off and just try it on it. Or if you've got a scrap piece from using, you know, we all tend to cut pieces out for mats and layers. There's always a bit left. Save those bits because they're great for trying those kind of techniques on. And anything like that, my advice to people would always be, give it a go. If it doesn't work, you've wasted your bit of scrap, but it's not the end of the world. So it was a piece that you'd put to one side as scrap. And then we're going to use that lovely water lily frame, absolutely gorgeous. And this is actually the centre of the frame that I've cut out of here. And I want to use this bit, which, as I say, is technically the waste. We're going to slot that back in to the new frame that I'm going to cut. And then I've got the dainty dragonfly there, which has got those beautiful dragonflies in there, the plain one and the decorative one, to create embellishment. So here we go. I've got a piece of one of my favourite cardstocks. I know it's one of yours as well, Craig, is the matte, I call it satin mirror card from our luxury card packs. I get through this like no tomorrow. I did ask Leanne if we could have this in just a pack on its own.
I did as well, yeah.
And then all the customers, oh, can we have this colour, can we have this colour? Where she's taken up on it, I don't know, but I would love to be able to buy this just on its own. I save the daftest little pieces of it just in case I want it to trim something. But we're actually going to cut this gorgeous frame out of here. So we're looking at just over 5.5 inches square. Okay, and that one's going to go onto here. A little bit of tape to secure it in place. And then we'll pass this through our Gemini. Now, I think, fairly certain that this will fit on my smaller plates here. Okay, just about, yeah, we're okay there. And then pop your shims in. We don't need the metal one. And then we'll pass that through our Gemini. So again, whether you want to go through here, I love the fact that you can go through here portrait. I'm so used to having to put my plates this way when I'm using my large Gemini, but I love the fact now that we can go, let's move that one through, because that sensor runs all the way across, we can pop them through on a portrait.
I notice you do what I've started to do since we launched the G2 as well, is I'll put a finished sample on the media tray.
Why not?
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Well spotted.
Yeah.
And it just happens to be the collection that we're doing.
There you go.
Yeah. If any of you that notice, I've changed the sample, yeah.
There you go. It's like a little window frame.
Showcase.
Yeah, showcasing it on top of the G2.
So again, take that out of there. Sort all that out in a second. I need to just remove my tape. That one's there. You can see that piece now is actually the equivalent of that middle there, look. So technically, this bit was the waste. Now this would go in I'd just trim it down and this would go in my scrap folder because there's no way do I get rid of any of those pieces of the gold. Some card that I use that I've got so much of, it does end up going, you know, sort of in the recycling, but the gold never, ever, ever. It always gets into the little bag. And it's the tiniest little bits you may want to do cut a flower out of it or something like that.
For sure, definitely.
So again, just releasing this from the back so that I'm in control of where that's cut. Okay, we will sort that one out in a second. And then again, you just need to take your pieces out of here by whatever means you need to. So these are all popped through. So again, just for speed, I've got one here that I actually did earlier. So if I get rid of all the bits there, you can see once it's popped out, this is the kind of thing. It's really delicate. It's a lovely one for placing and then colouring elements or repaper piecing just some of the flowers, not necessarily all of it. If you just pick out and isolate some of them. And then this piece here, if we get it in the right way round, you can see, I just need to get that one there, you can see that bit is actually the bit that's come out of the middle, so we're going to create this kind of effect.
Okay.
So this one's going to go onto a box lid this time, so we've just got gift boxes. So again, standard box, this is 8 inches square, scored at 1 inch. I've got matting and layering. Again, any of your paper pads, you know, if you have the paper pad that matches the collection, fair enough. If not, there are so many different ones that you can use with this. And then I've just used that satin gold to do my matte layering and bring it all together. So, first bit here, we're just going to add some adhesive there, however you want to do. Oops. And then pop that one on top. I've already stuck the side pieces down just to save a bit of time. I can't believe how fast the time, it never goes this fast when I'm sort of ironing or cleaning or anything like that. It just seems to take like a whole day. The minute you start crafting, whew, an hour's nearly gone already. So again, I'm going to use the dotty tape pen on this delicate one, always my dotty tape pen. If you have double-sided adhesive, you can pop that on the back first and then cut it. We actually do the spray adhesive, so you can use the permanent one and spray it on the back. But whatever you choose, just to add a little bit of adhesive on the back of it. I just find these are invaluable.
Yeah, for
and the
sure.
guys did say earlier that we had them in stock on as individuals on the website. So while they're there, if you're wanting to stock up, now's the time, because they're one of those things that disappear and they do take us a while to get them back in stock again. So that one's going to go on top of the box here. Just keep that bit separate for a minute. Doesn't really matter. I don't think there is a right and wrong way because the flowers go round accordingly, so I don't think it matters which way we put it on, but that one's going to go and just nestle inside that square that we've already put down, like so. So I just want to let that find its own shape, and then we're actually going to pop this one inside. So again, I'm just going to pop a little bit of tacky glue on here. Because this card's got a slightly pearlescent surface, just going to go with the tacky glue, which sticks pretty much everything it comes into contact with.
It's a great glue, isn't it?
You know, whatever you've got, the tacky glue works. And then again, it's just a case of finding the right positioning, which I think, yep, is there. And because that's been die cut, that one's just going to slot back into the gap there, like so, just to give us a focal point on there. Okay.
So effective that is. Really enjoy that now.
And then we've got some embellishments which we can pop on there. And again, I have one already finished. So I'm actually just going to put the lid together and then show you the finished sample, because I'm just concerned how many of these minutes are ticking away. So quick. And we need to fit in the demos, yeah. So again, just pop that lid together as normal. I've done exactly the same for the base, and then I've made another little matte layer just to go inside. Okay, so I've kept the box plain, popped the detail inside, and then this one's going to go on top. You've got your gift box there. And then, like I said, I've used the Dragonflies to just make some decorative elements. So you can see I've cut the outline to make a plain layer, and then that beautiful decorative piece there. And when you add those along with your sentiment, you've just got something again that's really pretty, personalised. So pretty. You can't buy this kind of thing. You can buy some lovely gift boxes in the shops, don't get me wrong, but they're very generic and they're mass produced. You know, so there are like hundreds of them. You'll see a shelf full of all the same boxes. These you can individualise, you can personalise, you could even put names on them and things like that. But if I turn you that one round, you can just see there how pretty those elements, and that gold just gives it that touch of luxury there.
That is absolutely pretty. Do you know what I'm thinking as well? What about that box, that drawer that you done from Mini Memories this morning? That could be a decoration for the top of that, couldn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely love that. And see, that's what I love. Although we always try and incorporate, you know, think how demos work. That's what Jan always does absolutely perfectly. You know, maybe see something within Wake Up Call, with our second demonstration or third demonstration in Wake Up Call, could have tied in with Mini Memories. Now within the masterclass, she's showing you that box. Could have been a card front, or of course it could have been with that drawer from Mini Memories this morning on Wake Up Call. But you can be doing all these different things that are included within this Dancing Dragonflies. We're going to take a little break in taken a moment for you to check out your baskets, because a lot of you have got a lot of items in there, which I'm not surprised. Dancing Dragonflies 5-piece here. Now, £18 or $23. If you are a gold member at Club Inspire, you're going to be $14.40 or $18.40. If you are platinum, then you're going to be £13.50 or $17.25 for this collection. Plus, you're getting the double points. You'll also get your free gift, which is your pin badge as well. This on its own would be $14.99 or $19.99. That one being your foil pad. 24 sheets, 6 designs. Now, you're going to get 4 of each design. That is the price that you would have been in the past when it was available individually, but you're getting it included within this incredible bundle. Now, you're going to be getting your 10 metal charms as well. You're going to be getting your 5 designs, 2 of each. You're getting your seam binding ribbon as well. You're going to be getting your 6 colours. Remember, would work well with the 12 days of Christmas, of course. You're then also going to be getting your scene create a card die with the stencil as well. They work perfectly together, they're designed perfectly together, but you can use them separate if you want. Embellishment dies for you to use and decorate, that's included. You're also then going to be getting your dainty dragonflies, the decorative cut of the dragonfly and that outer silhouette as well. That's included. And then the frame die that Jan just used a moment ago. So I just double checked. So yes, on its own, it's worth $14.99 in the UK. For you guys stateside on its own, it's worth $16.99. Again, win-win with this collection here. However, you're going to get it all for £18 or $23, or that gold member of Club Inspire, $14.40 or $18.40. Remember, no matter what level you're on in Club Inspire, this whole week you're going to get an additional 5% off because it's Club Inspire week. You're going to get the double points as well on no matter what you purchase, whether it's one thing, a bundle, maybe it's just essentials, it doesn't really matter. Maybe it's the £10 Tuesday, you still get your Club Inspire, of course. And as long as your actual order is over £10, $10, €10, you're going to get your free gift as well, which is your Club Inspire 2023 pin badge. It's all there on Shop the Day for you to have a look at, things from Masterclass as well as Launch Party later on. Now, if you do still need to join Club Inspire, then of course you can then go across onto our website and you can find all the details there for you to then fill out, and then of course you can shop to your heart's content. Then what you can do is come back and watch us on a daily basis. You'll know all the different fun that we can have here on Crafters TV, and here's a little bit more about us at Crafters TV.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
Massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously, the people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Feels like yonks since I've seen Fisher. Seems absolutely ages since I've seen her. You know, I've seen Jan today, I've seen Debbie the other day, I've seen Michelle, I've seen Corin about just over a week or so ago, but it feels like forever when it comes to, of course, seeing Debbie Fisher. But yeah, she's back next week. Next week she's in Tuesday. So
yeah,
she'll be on.
She's presenting with me next week.
She'll be with you next Tuesday then.
Yep.
Next Tuesday. Have I got filming next Tuesday? I might see her then.
I think you have actually, yes. I do vaguely recall seeing that.
Yeah, will do. Well, I'll see you. Okay, I won't be on CTV, but I'll see you on the Tuesday as well. Yeah, that is all of us here at Crafters TV. How much we love it, how much we adore it, and how much we are just so proud and pleased to be a part of it. Now, do you want another incredible Sara Signature collection? 70% saving. 70% saving. Now, £40 or $50. You're going to be saving £102.84, or for you guys stateside, $126.20. Now, if you are gold member of Club Inspire, you're going to be £32 or $40. If you are platinum, you're going to be £30 or $37.50. Okay, for everything I'm away to show you. Now, what I'm going to say is if we just look back at that today's price for now, okay, doc, here in the UK, it works out that you're going to be paying for the lace frame. So you're going to be paying for the lace frame here in the UK. You're going to be paying for the hanging sign and vines. And you're going to then be paying for garden gateway. That comes to just over £40. Now, for you guys stateside, the same three plus your ribbon, that comes to just over $50. So essentially, everything else now, you're getting completely free. Now, again, that was just on the today's price. Remember, for everything platinum, you're going to be £30 or $37.50 with your 25%. Now, you're also going to be getting your full reel of lace as well. You can start to colour that if you want to, but that's coming to you. You're also then going to be getting your border die as well. Now, that's a nice one to then just start to feed some of your little ribbon or maybe some of your twine through there, but that's coming to you. You're also then going to be getting your Dusk Till Dawn. Now, for these ones, I know whenever I feature this collection, I do say, always think about the Christmas as well. You know, it's giving me that Christmas carol vibes. Although with it being Country Lane, this doesn't necessarily mean Country Lane when it comes to the springtime. Could be summer, autumn, or winter. Yes, absolutely. When it comes to the Christmas Carol, I always think of the Muppets Christmas Carol. That is my favourite, and Johnny's saying the same, hence why I've just said it. You're
that
also then going to...
a lot.
Sorry?
So that
explains a lot. What, a lot of Muppets?
Yeah, if you're Muppet fans, yes. That does explain a lot. You wouldn't believe what goes off in my ear, honestly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's why we're all really good friends, because...
I'm more like Nightmare Before Christmas and Gothic and all that.
Yeah, that's a lot of the Christmas carols are. The other one I love, just briefly as well, is the Disney one. It's the animated one with Jim Carrey. It's a relatively new one. You know, it's maybe only about 4 or 5 years old. That's a nice one as well. But yeah, the Muppets Christmas Carol, brilliant one. Love it. Sing all the songs. Right. Grand Oak. So this is your 3D embossing folder. So remember, so far, all of these are free. Now, not only that, you're then going to be getting your Live, Love, Grow. This one here, it is free as well. Look at all of those sentiment stamps that you're getting there. Completely free. You're then getting a 5x7 cut and emboss folder as well. So you've got that little gate there. That is coming to you for free. You're then also again thinking of Light Up the Lane when it comes to A Christmas Carol. That's there. But then springtime, yeah, but summer, autumn, winter, that's free. Imagine your faux snow just hanging over the edge. You've then got the Perfect Peony, originally for your flower forming, but as we know, these are working for your card and your paper as well. All of these dies coming to you, and within this bundle, essentially free. Your 2 butterfly dies, swirling butterflies, that's coming to you for free. You're then getting your Idyllic Meadow, all of these stamps. So if you love to do your scene building, your Pebeo drawn gum, your masking sheets, or maybe you just want to set the scene individually on that one layer of card, you can do that. That's in there. You're then going to be getting your cottage window. This is where I say, remember, your different times of the year. That could have all of these florals from the springtime, but then go to the winter time with all of that snow, that icicle all the way around, with maybe the Christmas tree in that background. Really beautiful stamp set for free. You're then going to be getting your perennials in pots as well. All these stamps, all these dies, all of that, everything that I'm showing you is what you are going to be paying for £40 or $50. Over 70% saving, $102.84, or that's pounds that you're saving. For you guys stateside, you're saving $126.20. If you are gold and platinum, that's then going to come down to £32 or $40. If you are platinum this week, you're going to get all of that for an incredible £30 or $37.50. You're going to get your double points on that. You're going to get your pin badge on that as well within your order. Not only that, you're going to get some ideas and inspiration from Jan right now with the next demonstration.
Right, we're going large on this one. Yeah, we're going large. I've got 12 by 12. We're actually going to do a scrapbook page.
Oh, brill.
And I'm going to bring my little dude into the photo. I don't know whether they're watching or not, but yeah, I have so many photos, obviously. So we're going to use one of those. So this is actually straight from the Naturals, the combination of linen and pearlescent cardstock in the paper pads, but you could use any piece of 12 by 12. And then I've just mat and layered that with a piece of fairly neutral background paper. Again, can come from any of your pads. And then I'm going to bring in some other elements just to create that background. So again, I've got some faux Hessian paper. We're going to pop that in the background, and then I'm just going to bring that square in to create that sort of base to build some of these decorative elements on. So we'll get those stuck down,
okay,
and then I will show you which dies I've used to create the decoration. So I'm just going to use a little bit of my all-purpose glue on the back of here. Paper to cardstock. This is probably the best glue I've ever used. And again, I want to just position that in the centre. So this one wants to be about there, just running top to bottom. And then this one's going to go again, centred with that sort of border around the outside. The cardstock we do have, I think we do have a, oh, just as I speak, Craig's investigating. Yeah, we do have a textured cardstock pad available that matches this collection. So the red is taken from that pack that you have there. I just glanced over and there he was investigating a card. It's almost as if I sent you like a telepathic message across then, wasn't it?
It was. So if you're platinum 787 or 1047, that is your full pack of your linen cardstock from the Country Lane, 20 sheets, A4 in size. You are going to be getting your 5 colours and you're going to be getting a few of those ones in total. So even at today's price is exceptional, but what a phenomenal platinum price.
So again, we've got that lovely lace border in here. My packaging's actually disappeared on this one. I've got the metalwork, which is the bit that I need, and I've actually cut that again out of some white cardstock, and you can see that I've just extended it slightly because there's no cutting edge on the end of this. You can actually, if I put this way, which is the way it's cut out, you can see we started and then you can just move it along and recut and extend
make it longer.
Now I've just made it the width of my smaller piece, but by doing that you could go all the way across here. And this edge remains attached to the card. So I've just used a strip of that red and we're going to pop this one across here just to give us sort of a, you know, to break it up. I love this sort of, this angles in here for the background. So again, I'm just going to go onto the back of here with a little bit of the glue. Now, just for those of you that are scrapbookers, the all-purpose glue is acid and lignin free. So I know any of you that are aware of the scrapbooking process, you need to be careful what kind of glue you use so that it doesn't over time damage your photos. So depending on what's in the glue, sometimes there's properties in the glues that can actually damage the quality of the photos. This one is a safe one, okay? And as is the tacky glue that we sell as well. So that's going to be the background element. We've used the border die. Then I'm going to come to my main focal point, which is that gorgeous lace frame. Now there are lots of different pieces in here. You can see we've got that beautiful big frame, which is what I'm going to use to frame my photo. So this has just been cut from plain white multi-purpose card, and then I've used a little bit of brown ink to just age it a little bit so that it sort of marries in with the rest of the design, taken from that first outer layer here. And that's going to be sort of my main focal point for the picture there. So we're going to pop that one on, and I have put a few foam pads on here. As long as you don't go too mad with the dimension, these will still fit in a 12 by 12 page pocket if you're wanting to put these into an album.
Okay, doke.
So again, I'm just going to lay this one to one side like so, and that sort of get that ready to prepare for my photo. I've also taken some elements from here. I've just done the little pot of flowers and I've stamped those out slightly larger than what you see on the picture here. Just stamped those out and coloured those, and these are just going to add a little accent at the bottom here. I've also stamped out one of the sentiments. A life with meaning is the meaning of life. All right, okay. That's going to go up in the top here like so. So we'll get those popped in place. Again, I've popped a foam pad on this one to bring it up the same level as the frame. Okay, pop that one down here. I'm going to keep the sentiment flat, but again, if you want to raise these up, your choice. There's no hard and fast rules with these. I used to do a lot of scrapbooking when my girls were little.
Did you? Yeah. And
I vowed and declared that when my daughter had Toby, that I was going to start and do the same. And it's just a time issue at the minute. I don't, even though I only work part-time, I don't have a lot of spare time. And now, of course, she's got baby Alfie as well. And I've got hundreds of photos, which one day, when I actually get a chance to sort of retire, I think I will come back to my scrapbooking as a hobby, yeah. So we've used some of those details there. I've also used those gorgeous butterflies again.
It's
so
one
in
of those,
here,
one of those things, isn't it, that although, you know, you can make quick, simple ones, it's just you want to take that time. You want to do it justice, don't you? So you don't want to rush it.
I've just got hundreds and hundreds, and I think a lot of it now is we're in a digital age.
Yes.
I used to love, and I'm showing my age again, but you all know my age anyway.
Jamie won't.
I'm going through that. Jamie might not even know about this, I don't know, because he's only a youngster, bless him. I'm old enough to be his mom twice, I think. So again, we've got the camera and the old film reel, and you used to put the film reel in an envelope and send it off, and they sent you some photos
Sent it back, yeah.
Loved it. Now they're all digital, so you've got to remember to actually print them off. But anyway, you can see where we've got the little butterflies from. So again, I'm just going to use these as accents on here, like so. And then we'll pop those down with a little bit. I'm just going to put glue in the centre, so that if you've got these out on display, you can actually look at that 3D element, but they will still fall flat if you want to put them in the page protectors. So again, that one's going to go in here. And then not long ago, I lived just on the outskirts of, between Sheffield and Worksop. And on the other side of Sheffield, we have a beautiful area called Rivlin. And there's a lovely trail walk through the Rivlin Valley. So any of you that are local to the area will know what I'm talking about. And we spend hours walking through there. There's a stream, there's a little waterfall. And this was taken, this is my little dude here, bless him. And he was fascinated with where the water was coming over the edge of the stones to make like a little waterfall. And he spent ages just sat watching the water moving. Absolutely loved it, yeah. So that was taken there. So I'm going to pop that one again with a little bit of the glue on the back, knowing that that's not going to damage my photo. That's going to nestle inside here. Okay. Now again, just because time is escaping us, I did add some extra decoration, and I'm going to bring in the one that I finished off at home, bringing in those perfect peonies. So again, whether you like to use your flower forming foam or whether you want to use scraps of cardstock that you've got left, you can use those dies, and I've just added a couple of those. You can see where we've got to there. If I bring this one in, just by adding those extra little flowers, links it in with this one and just brings it all to life. So that's my little Toby, fondly known as my Grand Cub. Okay, and now I'm getting totally distracted. I don't know what's going on.
Sorry.
Craig's stripping at the other side of the studio.
Sorry, Jan. I'll explain just shortly.
So if I hold you that one up there, you can just see how easy, and that could be any of the collections. It doesn't just have to be Country Lane. Any of them we've got on today, you can pop those pieces together to create your scrapbook pages, as well as cards, boxes, gift bags, you name it.
That is absolutely beautiful, Jan. Thank you so, so much for that one. The reason that Jan was just a little bit distracted
I got totally distracted then over there.
is because when it comes to this side here as well, we're always asked not to wear white. If what I have, we've got something to break it up, hence my jacket. It's just got a little bit warm, and I made a mistake of putting white on. And what I was saying, I was playing a little game of charades to Jamie and Johnny, saying, look, I blend into the background, hence why we're asked not to wear white when we are on air. So I just need to take it off for a bit before I put my jacket on, but that's what distracted Jan before. So if the bosses are watching, it's just to say that's why I've taken it off. We're not meant to wear white, but it worked really, really well. We had, Jamie did say earlier on there, just say, Craig, you're wearing your white top. I was like, I know, Jamie, I know. Anyway, Country Lane. This is your 16-piece here, your 16-piece. Now, here in the UK, it works out that you've got your garden gateway, you're getting your hanging white vines and signs, you're then going to be getting the lace frame. Now, in the UK, that's what essentially it works out you're paying for. That comes to just over £40. Now, for you guys stateside, adding the ribbon in, that comes to just over $50, and then there is your cost of that today's price. You're going to be getting your border die that Jan was talking about. You're getting the Dusk Till Dawn. All of this now is free. Live, love, grow. You're then going to be getting the Grand Oak. You're then going to be getting the Gateway to the Country. you're getting the light up to the lane, you're getting the swirled butterflies, you're getting the perfect peonies, you're also getting the idyllic meadow, you're getting the perennial in pots, you're getting the cottage window, and then you're also getting all of that lace as well, 2 meters in length. So all of that last part I was showing you there essentially are what coming to you for free. That whole lot, £40 or $50. You're saving £102.84, or you're saving $126.20. If you're a gold member, when it comes to your platinum price, you're going to be £32 or $40. If you are platinum, however, with that extra 5%, you're going to be £30 or $37.50 for all of that, which is absolutely exceptional. You are going to get your double points on top of that too. Not only that, with it being over, they're singing Wham songs in my ear, giving it a job. Do you know what? When it comes to all of that, you are going to get that free gift as well. That was the linen cardstock we were talking about before. I'm going to then just go and do a little when it comes to the guys in the gallery. If you want to know more about Club Inspire this week, here's Ben to tell you all about, well, the extra incentives that we've got. Right, come on, you gotta have.
Club Inspire Week is finally here. Yes! And to thank you for your loyalty, we've got an amazing week lined up. From the 24th till the 30th, you'll get double points on all orders, an extra 5% off everything. That's on top of your usual Club Inspire discount. And a free gift when you spend over 10. And not just any free gift, this limited edition Club Inspire pin badge. Hang on a minute, whoa, whoa, whoa! You're not a member? Well, now's the perfect time to sign up for free. Club Inspire Week. Find out more at the Crafters Companion website.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are. Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get your hands on the latest crafty must-haves. Leave the hard work to us while you shop from the comfort of your own living room. Head to the Crafters Companion website to see our full crafty range, or hit the Shop the Day button to see all the new and exciting products featuring on Crafters TV. Once you've filled your cart, leave it to us to get your crafty goodies to you in super quick time, so you can get on with being creative. Crafters Companion, making crafty shopping a breeze.
We had an absolute epic launch yesterday. Did you get the collection? I managed to get my hands on it before it all sold out. It was phenomenal, it was beautiful, and that, of course, was the 12 Days of Christmas. Now, we have got our essential collection left, so you can still get your hands on that one. Before we do have a look at that one, a lot of love for everything Jan's just been doing throughout this show. Lynn Harvey, I apologise, but saying, Craig, I've now got It Feels Like Christmas from the Muppets Christmas Carol stuck in my head. Brilliant song, cracking song, every day and every way. That's a good one too. Scrooge is getting worse. Donna Yam on YouTube is saying, Jan, this looks absolutely beautiful, and it isn't even finished yet. Obviously sending that just before you finished that scrapbook page. Rachel is saying, Jan, our viewers will not let you retire. Not happening ever. Sorry. No,
I know we've had this conversation before. It's like they're going to write a caveat into my contract, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh dear.
Carolyn saying, I said that about retiring too, Jan. Scrapbooking what I fell behind in. Lol. Been 2 years and I still haven't found the time.
Oh wow, yeah.
We've got Jelly saying, retire. Do crafters get to retire? Only kidding. Oh, I'm well off. I'm well, not far. Rose M. Baker on Facebook saying, love that page layout, Jan. Rachel is saying, well, for once, Craig, you've got a tan, so you are visible. And then Paw Print ×4 on YouTube says, I can still see you, Craig. Yeah, you can still see me. Yep. Yeah, that was our Rachel that said that about my tan. Yeah, I have to say as well, it's always funny because our Brent, who loves a tan, is raging that I've got a little bit more of a tan than he does, and he's not happy. He is about out there somewhere. Let's see.
It's a hive of activity out there, isn't it? Yeah.
He's just out, you can't quite hear me. He's just out there on that outside. We'll see
There's
if
all
Brent...
sorts gone past the door. I'm stood here, and like where I stand is right opposite the studio doorway. And not long since, I was just stood watching, and there was like a Christmas tree went past, and all I could see was the tree. I couldn't see anybody carrying it at all. Yeah. So, honest, oh, he's here. He's fetched our Brent in.
I have. I've done it. We're just talking. For a moment, I got a little bit hot, so I was saying we're always asked not to wear pure white because we're blending the set. But as I was saying, I got a little bit warm a moment, so I took the jacket off and I was explaining. And I was saying how I was blending into the background. But our Rachel was saying, though, for once I've got a tan, and therefore you can't see me. And I was saying to everyone, you've been raging that for once you'll have a tan.
Yeah.
I was a little bit more browner than you were, and I'm from Scotland.
I'm fuming. I'm pale as anything at the minute.
And I'm not.
He looks nice and sun-kissed.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. That's just why I brought him in. That's why I just brought him in, just so that I could say it. Just wind him up again. Wind him up again. But yes, here we go. We're going to have a quick look at 12 Days of Christmas, and then we are going to be going back to Jan for another demonstration in a moment or two. This is your 12 Days of Christmas Essential Collection, 7-piece collection. You get loads though. £60 or $75. If you're a gold member of Club Inspire, you're going to be £48 or $60. If you are platinum level, of course, of Club Inspire, you're going to be £45 or $56.25 for this essential collection. Now it's 12 Days of Christmas. It's all about the partridge in a pear tree, lords leaping, drummers drumming. You know the song and the story, don't you? You're embossing folders, 4x6, that partridge in a pear tree. Now this is kind of like the elements, the icons that you see in the backdrop of the 12 Days of Christmas. The foliage, you've got a little bit of that snowflake design, poinsettia design there, mistletoe in there. That's a nice backdrop, but it can create a full feature should you wish. You've then got your Merry Christmas foliage tag, which I believe Sarah won demo of the day with that one yesterday. So Ben made the tags, so a combined effort that won demo of the day. So you can make all the different tags there that are going to work well with the 12 Days of Christmas elements, such as these. So yes, it is a 7-piece collection, but look at that one piece there, that full story of the 12 Days of Christmas. So you can be so creative, use the stamps on their own if you want to, do the masking, make a big backdrop of that Christmas song. You're then going to be getting your Create a card, your 4x6 tree Create a card with the baubles there. Think what Jan done earlier on within Wake Up Call with the Bohemian collection and those feathers. Make a Christmas version, 12 Days of Christmas. Follow what Jan done, but use these elements. You can do that. We've then got our larger pretty partridge. Now within this one here, what I love about this, although with a Create a card, you can always make whatever border size you want by using just the decorative die, cut the card to the square size you want. But for this one, I actually love our outer edge cut and die is a little bit deeper than some of our other ones. For instance, if I bring this one in, you'll see that the outer die is very close to the decorative die. And that happens with most, if not all, of our Create a Card dies, whereas this one is a little bit deeper, which is fab. And then we've got our Christmas sentiments as well. We've got our warm wishes, where we can then work these in with the 12 Days of Christmas song. You've got the 12 Days of Christmas, Christmas cheer, warm wishes, just a few to name. Absolutely gorgeous collection there when it comes to that essentials. You are going to be £60 or $75. If you are platinum, that's coming down to £48 or $60. You are going to get your double points. You are, of course, going to get that free gift as well. But if you are your platinum price, that's then going to come down to £67.50 or $80. Oh no, I was just reading my notes from the Bohemian. I'm just jumping ahead there. £45 or $50 $56.25 for you guys stateside for the 12 days of Christmas. That's the essential. Go back afterwards, watch Sarah and Ben and the demonstrations that they've done within Wake Up Call and of course within Launch Day, but you can get your hands on that across on the website right now. Right, let's very, very briefly have a look at this Bohemian collection so we can go straight back to Jan here because it really is an essential collection. As I said a moment ago about Sarah and the 12 Days of Christmas, do the same with Jan and Wake Up Call. She's done a beautiful demonstration with the Bohemian that we're going to go to Jan in a moment. But within this collection here, you're going to be getting your Gild and Flake kit. Off the top of my head, it's the only Gild and Flake kit that we've done so far where you've got 2 pots in. It's usually just 1 pot of flake. You've got 2, the fuchsia and the gold, liquid glue, dry ink pad and the scoury sponge. You're then going to be getting the blossoming mandala stencil. Not only that, when it comes to the stencil, you're getting the boho bliss. Big, sizable. Also think about using the embossing map, not necessarily just your inks or your sprays. We're then going to be giving you your heavenly boho feathers, peacock collection, of course. I always call it the New Orleans collection. It's not, of course, it is the I call it New Orleans that much, that the actual collection, Masquerade Ball collection, yeah, that would work within that one too, or of course use the elements from those collections in with this. There's that beautiful wild feather dye. That was the one that Jan used within our demonstration this morning on Wake Up Call. Again, see what I mean? Outer dye, very close to the detailed dye, but cut in, cut out, you've got lots of different options. Layer up, like Jan done earlier. Talking about layering up, what about build your dream catcher? All of these individual elements. This full collection is a 12-piece, but look at that. You've got about 12 elements alone on this one pack here. Use as many or as little as you want to build that dream catcher, or use them as elements on their own. Follow your dreams, your embossing folder here, this one being your 4x6. It is 2D, however, you've got a lot of detail here when it comes to that dream catcher. Cherry pick sections out, run it through your cardstock a few times, and if you're like me and Jan, love to do fussy cutting, do your own little bit of decoupage when it comes to the embossed layers. But that's in there. You've then got your Wild and Free, that beautiful lady there. Really start to practice your colouring if you're still practicing with it. The hair, the skin tone, the dress, if you're in the Academy of Colour, it's a nice continuation from that, but it does work, of course, with many other colouring mediums. You've got the Harmony and Happiness as well, really different sentiments that you are used to or that you'll have seen from previous collection. Free Spirit, you've got Be True to You, Fearless, Wild Heart, and a few others as well. That's all included. And then last but by no means least, you're getting your Enchanted Floral feathers. So that floral stamp, that is a really big, bold and full top border stamp, but then you've got your 3 sentiments as well that you can use. These are all separate, these sentiments. Use it all as one, so cherry pick section with your masking sheets or your masking tape or drawn gum, but you're going to get all of that. Today's price being £90 or $114. It's one of the relatively new Sara Signature Collection out of the Christmas period, of course. If you are gold when it comes to Club Inspire, you're going to be £72 or $91.20. If you are platinum, you're going to be $67.50 or $85.50. You are going to get your double points. You are going to get your free gift as well. We are going to go across to Jan, who's going to be doing another demonstration with this collection.
Right, so I thought we'd do a little bit of stenciling, Craig, because these, I love this one, this Boho Bliss. It's such a gorgeous design on here. 7x7 as well, which means, like Craig said, you can actually do this as a background if you wish. Now, we're going to just do it as quite a small piece, actually, but it doesn't mean because you've got a large stencil that you can't do that on a smaller piece of card. And then we're going to use that as a matte layer to work on our card. Now, this, it's just... It reminds me of like a lace, or alternatively, if you imagine it as like wrought iron, as gates and things like that. So many different things. But all I'm going to do, I've just got a little piece of kitchen towel, just so because I know that the ink's going to go off the edge and it saves me cleaning. So again, I'm just going to find an area that I'm happy with, and place that over the top. Again, you can use your stick and spray, which is the repositionable adhesive, on the back of these if you wish. I'm just going to hold it in place for what I need to do. And I'm just going to bring in a couple of my Duet ink pads here. So I've picked some colours that work with the theme that I'm going to do, and I've got Waterfall and I've got Awakening Forest, so sort of a turquoise and a green. And literally, I'm just going to push some of that ink through the stencil to make like a gradient on the background. So again, nice and straightforward. Doesn't need to be anything fancy, just tend to work in threes. I don't know why, it's always been said that, you know, the threes look pleasing. So 3 areas with the blue, and then we're just going to bring that green through the middle. So again, little bit of green. Okay, just make sure that that's not moved out of place. And again, bring that and blend in.
Okay.
These blend beautifully. Very quickly, I thought the pigment inks were my favourite. For a very long time, I've championed the pigment inks, and I do still use them a lot, but I do love the Duet ones.
Do you like them?
Admit. They blend effortlessly. They really do. So again, I'm just going to bring that all the way through. So, however, you know, whatever colour you fancy, you can do a whole piece of card and then cut it up if you wish, so that you've got, you know, sort of other pieces to use. And then just before I finish, I'm going to go back to that blue one and just where the two meet, just blend that out so that we've got that nice seamless blend. Again, your stencils will all clean, because the inks are water-based, either a damp cloth, wet wipe, whatever you're using, just give them a rinse off or a run under the tap and all the ink will come away. I'll do that one later. And again, you can see we've just got that piece now with that detail on that's going to become part of our background. So pop that to one side, and again, let's bring in the pieces that I did. So I'm actually going to make a gatefold card. I've just popped some paper in the back there. Okay, so this is actually from our summer meadow, again mixing and matching what you've got to work with the collections. And you can see here I'm going to use those panels, okay, to go on the front of the gatefold. So the colours came from the theme here at back. You can see that lovely green, you've got a little bit of the blue and the turquoise in there, which is why I picked the colours that I did. So again, I'm going to stick that one down first onto the piece of blue.
And even in the colours that you've used, you wouldn't necessarily think from a Bohemian inspired range, would you?
Again, you know, whatever works at the end of the day, it depends. A lot of my colour schemes come from the paper pads. So, you know, if you decide that you want to use a certain paper, then the colour scheme normally comes from those, and take that through the rest of your design. Excuse me. So we're going to pop these on the front. And at home, I actually did a larger piece of cardstock because I've also cut out one of my nesting dies as well to go on the front. So these are going to go on here, like so. And then this one's going to go on the other side. So these are going to be the gatefold panels on the front of the card. And then what I'm going to do is I've used a couple of heart nesting dies just to make a background for my sort of topper element. And as I say, when I did the inking, I did it all on a bigger piece of card and then chopped it down to the size that I want, including popping one through one of my nesting dies there.
Oh, that's cool.
So again, this is just going to stick to half of it. All right, so I just need glue on the back of that one. So I'm just going to pop a little bit down that half of it and stick this just central, but it's only actually adhered to one side of the card so that when we open it, it's not sealed the card fastened. No. Okay, and then I'll just let that dry for a second to bring in the other elements. We've got that gorgeous lady. So again, I've done the stamping and colouring. I can see the time ticking away, but she actually just fussy cut out All right, and using, again, your pens, your inks, your watercolours, whatever medium you want. And like I've always said, you know, if you're not a colourist, you can actually stamp out of pieces of pattern paper and just paper piece it back together. So lots of different ways of doing this. She's actually going to go on the front of here to be my sort of main focal point. And then I've taken the Build a Dreamcatcher die, but I've not used all of it. I wanted the smaller size feathers here, just because the others are beautiful, but they were a bit big for what I wanted on this card. So I've just used some scraps and just cut out the 3 little feathers on here in some different colours that match, you know, that Bohemian theme. And you can see here how they just fit nicely. So we're going to pop those behind her to give like a little bit of a backdrop. I'm just going to overlap them slightly like so. Whoops, get that one back out, come back. So again, we'll use a little bit of tacky glue, and all I want to do is just create just a little bit of interest behind her. So I'm just going to pop these together in like a little trio of feathers, like so. And again, whatever colour scheme you know you're working with, you can just cut. These are all the scraps of the textured card that I keep in a little packet. It's my go-to if I've got little bits of die cutting like this. And then these are just going to sit behind her here to create like a bit of a backdrop. Okay, so we'll stick those down first. Stick with that tacky glue there. Those are going to go in there like so.
Just goes to show, maybe like me, although I've got this collection, for me, would I ever really want to or need to build a dream catcher on a card or a project? Maybe not. But if you look at all of these individual dies,
so many different
the heart,
elements.
the little star, the feathers, the little streamers, all of these are usable in so many other ways.
But again, you know, you talked about the dream catcher, Craig. I know the card that I showed this morning, I've actually got it down here. This one is just, you know, absolute. That's what that die makes when you put all the pieces together, and I just think it's stunning that, you know. As I say, we have a bit of a thing about dream catchers. I've got them in my house. I've got them in the caravan. My daughter, she likes them. My youngest daughter made them at one point. She was making them.
Oh, that's a talent.
So again, pop her on there, and then I've just literally got one of these sentiments. So let's move some of these out of the way. Free Spirit, which is on our sentiment stamp set here. Okay, so I've got that for the front, and I've also got a nice little bow here. Maybe wants to just cut down a wee bit. And this is from the, there is some seam binding ribbon in this particular collection. So again, I think I want that on the opposite side to the ribbon so that we've got a little bit of balance there. So again, just take the foam pads off there. The backs off the foam pad, should I say. And we're going to pop that on one side down here. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on that top corner and put the bow, just to balance out the sentiment so that we've got a little bit at each side there. So again, you know, you've got that lovely front on there, but it's actually separated so that we can open our gatefold. And again, I often get asked, one of the biggest things I get asked with these are, where would you put your message, Jan? And you know, I've done this, I've demonstrated this before. Another matte layer with the same colour and a piece of white card, and you can write your message on the back. You can even stamp a sentiment in there, or you can go directly onto the back of the card. If you don't want to use extra card matting and layering the reverse of it, you can write straight onto the back of the card. So yeah, you've actually got plenty of space there to actually pop your sentiment or your, you know, your message to the recipient on there. But using just, again, just some of the elements from that collection.
That is so, so pretty, so pretty, that card there. We're going to go and do a demo of the show. So just while Jan gets her demonstrations lined up, very quick recap with this collection here. Now, when it comes to this, you know, it's such a comprehensive collection. You've got the quality, you've got the value, but then you've got the convenience as well when it comes to the creations that you can then make. Your stamps, you've got your sentiments, you've got your embossing folders, there is your dream catcher as well. You've then got that create a card die, the feathers, you're getting the feather stamp and die, you're then also going to be getting your little floral mandala stencil, and then you're going to be getting that big boho bliss stencil where Jan just used sections of it within that demonstration just there. £90 or $114. Platinum price usually would be £72 or $91.20. For this week, that is then the gold members price. However, if you are platinum, that's then going to come down to $67.50 or $85.50 for you guys stateside. You will get your double points as well, and then it's over that £10, $10, €10, so that means you're going to get your free gift as well, which is your Club Inspire 2023 pin badge that I've got on just here. Now, in a moment, we're going to have a look at some of these tenner deals, but before we do that, let's go across to Jan and have a look at our makes from this incredible masterclass.
Okie dokie, so we just got through the 4 again. I'm sort of slacking, I think. We've just got so much to fill in to the show and so much sort of information to get across. We always sort of prepare 5 demos. I did have one with Once Upon a Time, but for those of you that weren't watching earlier, I did demo that one up in Wake Up Call, so you can always flick back and have a look at that. So for the vote this afternoon then, we have got number 1 was with the Enchanted Dream collection. We just made that cute little gift bag there with the up and away detail on. So that was number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, we jumped over to Dragonfly Dreams and we made the little gift box with that gorgeous sort of nice interior to match the rest of the box and the Dragonfly embellishment. So that was number 2. Number 3 was my little rogue watching the waterfall on his scrapbook page. That was using elements from Country Lane.
Beautiful.
Okay, and then the last one you've just seen me finish off was using elements from that Bohemian collection with that beautiful lady on there and different elements all mix and match together to create the gatefold. That's number 4.
Well, for me, I'm going number 3. Jamie's going number 4. Johnny's going number 2, but what are you going to go for at home? You've got a few moments to get the votes in. Rachel's going to tally them up, and then we'll find out, of course, the winner of this demo of the show on the Sara Signature Masterclass. Now, what we're going to have a look at now is we're going to have a look at these tenner deals. It's £10 Tuesday on our website, so of course it is going to be $10 for you guys stateside or €10. If you are within, of course, this week of Club Inspire week, Club Inspire event, if you're platinum, then those 10 deals are going to come down to £7.50. So they're going to come down to £7.50, $7.50 or €7.50 if you are platinum member of Club Inspire. Now, one of those items are your Totally Tiffany rotating design board. So this is kind of like model or version 2. This is the really strong, sturdy plastic, a lot more environmentally friendly. What you've also got as well is the strength underneath. Now, instead of having full on plastic and a lot of waste of plastic, you've got that channel work as well. That's giving you the strength where it comes to the grids as well. It's not going to bend or buckle. So as you are colouring, and that was the intention of these ones, you can then pop your colouring sheet on the top with that bulldog clip, and then when you're sitting, you can rotate that design board all the way around. Now, you can use it for a few other things as well. For instance, Tiffany herself within her garage, she does like to do her upcycling where she does her spraying with the spray paint. She'll have one in the garage, and then she'll just put that actual item on the top and then just spin it around as she sprays. Maybe you're a model maker, maybe you like to do your cake decorating. You can have your cake on there and then gently turn it as you're doing your icing. Don't have anything too heavy or substantial on it, but a lot of these things you can absolutely do for sure. However, it is of course the intention of doing the colouring on top of. Now, if you want to get your hands on that one there, then as I say, it is in that section of the website for a tenner, but if you are platinum then this week, this day today, being a tenner Tuesday, that means that's going to come down to $7.50 for your rotating design board from Totally Tiffany. So when it comes to the website, you are going to see it within that 10 Tuesday icon. Click on that. You'll find this as well as some of the other things that I'm away to show you just now. Now, when it comes to this, what we do have as well that will fit the design board, and it's going to fit a lot of other items as well, is the Nancy tote bag. Now, you don't get the contents inside. This is then just to show you, of course, what you can pop in here. Now, maybe it's going to be your A4 cardstock, your letter size cardstock. Maybe it's just you're nipping out to the shops to then just get some essentials. Maybe you want to have it in the boot of the car. Maybe you're going out for a walk with the kiddies and you're having a few of their essentials in there. Then you can do that. It is your white proof. If you see it, you will then use it if you are using it as a way for storage. But what you have got is the really strong stitching all the way around. You've got the zip over the top as well. Strong along the bottom. Now, when it comes to the handles of Totally Tiffany bags, what you will find as well is these ones here, they don't just end there. What happens is the actual stitching of the strap goes all the way down, all the way under, and all the way up. That's where you've got that strength when it comes to what you will store inside, what you will carry inside if you are going to the supermarkets to use it in that way. You've got the little pop pocket on the front as well. So you know you've got that strength, you've then got that stability when it comes to the Nancy tote bag. For that one, at a platinum price today of $7.50, is exceptional. You can absolutely multi-buy on these ones if you want to. There's certainly a few of these things. There's a couple of other paper pads I would recommend if you can do and want to, you know, go for a few. Please feel free to do so. But certainly when it comes to the Nancy tote bag, if you love your Totally Tiffany storage bag, if you love, of course, the strength, the stability, the ease of use and what you can use for it, then of course that is an absolute bargain at $7.50. Even if you are just paying that tenner price today, still exceptional value for that. But that one there, it is on the website in with that tenner Tuesday section of the Crafter's Companion website. So that is your Nancy tote bag, but then let's have a look at our pick of the day. So we've got a pick of the day every single day, Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday we'll have a weekend wonder. Now the pick of the day, it is time limited. Now if the stock does remain, it will last up until just before wake up call the previous day. So essentially it's a 24-hour deal. Now you will always as well get double points. Now of course this week you're going to be getting double points anyway, but we're still highlighting the fact that you'll get your double points. £55 or $80. You're then going to be saving $24.99 or $39.99. Now it's 24 pence. However, that is then single pens. If you split them up, they're tri-blends. So one pen, for instance, will have red. Within the one pen, you'll have light, medium, and dark that you can then separate. Use them in that separate way. That gives you 72 alcohol-coloured pens. These are alcohols. They are perfect for blending. They are perfect for shading. If you just want to colour your gems, your pearls, your ribbons, your material, chipboards, etc., you can do, but these are your professional tri-blend pens. They are the essential ones as well. So you're going to get a lot of the key colours, like you'll see just briefly here, your reds, your oranges, your yellows, your greens, your teals, your pinks, your greys, your browns, all of them are included. So for instance, as I said before, one pen is going to have the light, the medium and dark for you to either choose from or blend all together. That's your current pick of the day for today. You've got the double points as you've already got all over. The platinum price usually would be £44 or $64. Today that is your gold members price. Of course, when it comes to the actual platinum price, you're going to be £41.25 or $60. That is your platinum price today with the 25% off. So that's your 24-piece collection from the tri-blends being the essentials. Right, we have got a result already, and Rachel was saying it is pretty close between them all. Oh, but the winner of Demo of the Show, it's number 2.
Excellent.
Number
so that was
2.
The Dragonflies. That is lovely. Thank you very much, guys.
There we go. So that was your choice, Johnny, wasn't it? That was Johnny's choice. So we're going to have Bohemian, No, we're not. We're going to have mini memories. That's what one demo of the show in the last show, didn't it?
Yes, the little box, didn't it? Yeah, this one. And then we've got some more mini memories. We've got some verse inserts. We've got some topper pads. I've got all sorts lined up for launch party.
Excellent, brilliant. Well, thank you again for another fun couple of hours, Jan. It's always lovely to see.
You're welcome.
And Rachel is saying as well, so much love for what you've made. And as we always say as well, the way that you just go through it all thoroughly, explain it, and all the different ideas as well. I think that is Rachel now for the rest of the day. So thank you to Rachel for giving us all a helping hand. Hopefully, and I know you have, don't know why I'm saying hopefully, you'll have enjoyed the last couple of hours, certainly by the comments. You've absolutely said that in your droves, been inspired as to what Jan's just shown you and made. If you are watching live here in the UK, we're just a couple of minutes away from 4 p.m. We're going to regather, we're going to have something to eat, and then we're going to get everything ready for our Tuesday night launch party. Hope you can tune in and join us. We're going to be here at 6 p.m. live in the UK, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Time. Tracy will be back, Liv will probably still be here as well, and Jamie and Johnny, they're going to be back as well as myself and Jan. Have a lovely couple of hours and we'll see you live for launch party.